Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you two different ways to make this skirt. First, you can use your freehand, and secondly, you can go ahead and draft pattern. So I will first of all start by drafting my paper. I'll draw a straight line, measure from the waist to the hip there, from the waist to the length of the skirt, connect that up with straight lines. I'll take the round waist divided by 4, mark that up. Round hip divided by 4, mark it up. Round hip divided by 4, mark it on the hem as well. After doing so, I'll go ahead and connect it up just like you can see me doing it. I'll take the nipple to nipple divided by 2, mark it up and connect a center line. I'll come down by 4 inch. I'll go out by half inch both sides. Then I'm going to connect it to meet those half inch. I will cut it up. After cutting it up, I'll go ahead now. I will take the round waist divided by 2, mark it up. Then I'll be adding 1 inch to it. Depending on how big you want your band to be, just go ahead and mark that up, and I'm going to cut it like you can see me doing right there. After cutting, what I will do is to go ahead now, fold my fabric into 2 because I'll be cutting the back of the skirt. Fold my fabric into 2 while making sure that when I place my pattern on it, I should have at least 1 inch from the front, just like you can see me doing right there. 1 inch if in case you want to add a zipper. But if you're using a stretchy fabric, there's no need for you to add a zipper for it. Okay, I'll just go ahead and cut it up. This is the back. Remember I said I'm cutting the back of the skirt. All right, I'll cut that up. Then I'm going to go ahead now and move it. Now I will work on the front. All right, connect this line straight, just like you can see me doing. Measure where you want your drip to start from. Okay, from the waist, you're going to go down. You can choose, you can go down by 8 inch. You can maintain it on the hip depth line. That's up to you. So what I'm doing is just to go ahead and connect lines up like this, both sides. Look at what I'm doing here. Connect it both sides. After doing so, I'll go ahead now and cut it. When I'm done cutting it, next thing I'll do is to fold my fabric again into 2. We are going to use this pattern now to cut the front of the skirt. Remember I said I'm going to show you 2 ways to make this skirt. So first of all, just go ahead and place your pattern like this on your fabric, just like you can see me doing, and make sure that in between them you should have at least 2 inch, because you'll be needing at least 1 inch to join the 2 pieces up together, or you can just leave a half inch, but I would prefer for you to leave 1 inch. You will now see later, you'll see the reason why I said you should leave 1 inch. I'll just draw a center line right there. And I'm sorry my chalk is not visible, but just go ahead and connect it. And if you take note, the length of my skirt is longer than my pattern. It's times 2 than my pattern, okay? This is the first method I will be teaching you on how you can go ahead and do so. If you don't want to use pattern, you can just go ahead and use freehand. So after cutting that piece, I'm going to do now what we call scratch and spray method for the second skirt. All right, I will cut it and also do the same thing to the other piece of the skirt as well. So after cutting it, what I'm going to do is to go ahead now. I will place this on my fabric. This time around, you're not folding your fabric, but place it just like you can see me doing, and then leave an allowance. Spray it up by at least 1 inch. The more you spray, the more fuller it becomes at the front. Then I'll do the same thing to the other sides. Cutting it, make sure you leave at least half inch of allowance, sewing allowance. So I'll go ahead, cut that up. Once I am done cutting it, we have these 2 pieces like that. Okay, this is the first cut. We're going to start start on this first skirt. So first thing we want to do is to grab those our pieces. I had to notch the side. I will grab my 2 pieces, place them up like you can see me doing. Next thing I will do is to go ahead and secure it up with pins. You can pin it, you can use your, just go ahead and stitch that up. Then now what I will do is to go ahead now, mark where I will stop stitching. All right, I just go ahead and place the front piece on it. All right, if you make it ×3, you make sure that you actually mark where you stop stitching from there. All right, so I will go ahead now. What I will do is to stitch from the top all the way to that pin. Then this part is going to be open. I will not be making strap for this. I'm going to be using what I just show you now for my straps. All right, so let's move to our sewing machine, join the piece up together. Make sure you backstitch when you start and also backstitch when you get to the end, and also remove your pin so you won't break your needle. So I'm going to open it up right now, like you can see the skirt. Now what I will do is to open up this part. You can go ahead and press it up. I'll go ahead now to fold 1/2 inch inward, 1/2 inch inward here like this, and I'm going to stitch that all the way to the hem of the skirt. I'll also do the same thing to the other side of the skirt. Okay, this is what I have so far. This is my strap I'm going to be using for it. I just open a small hole that I'll be using to pass that strap all the way to the top. I will use now my loops. Okay, this is my loop turner. I'm going to use it now to pass it inside that hole. It's a very tiny hole. If you look at the strap, you notice that it's not even big, so very tiny. I'll just grab it up with the loop turner and pass it inside like you can see me doing. I'll also do the same thing to the other side of it. Pass that up, then we'll go ahead to join the back of the skirt. Okay, make sure you pull. You want to be able to pull it so that it should fit the back of the skirt. Remember, the back is more shorter than the front. You have to pull it so that it should fit the back of the skirt. Okay, after pulling it to meet the back of the skirt, I'll go ahead now to pin the side of the skirt. Remember, this is the first method on how you can go ahead and achieve this skirt. Just pin it up and also do the same thing to the other side of the skirt. While you're pinning this up, make sure that everything should look nice and smoothly. Nothing should be looking funny around there. Take your time, go through it step by step. Okay, I also go ahead now to pin the back while leaving about 5 inch from the top, if in case you are using a zipper. But like I said, best fabric for you to use for this is crepe, a stretchy fabric, so that it's going to give you that skirt, that original ruched skirt. Stretchy fabric is the best fabric for you to use on this project. So I'm joining the side of the skirt. I also do the same thing to the other side, do the same thing to the back as well. All right, after stitching, we have something like this. I'll just go ahead now and add up my waistband to it. Okay, take my waistband now, I will add it to the skirt. I'll just fold my waistband into 2 like this, and I'm going to stitch it all the way round. Sorry, I don't know, this part got missing. The part I was joining the waistband, it got missing, But just go ahead and add up your waistband. You make sure you stitch on top of the straps, okay? So that by the time you pull it, it will not your strap will not be out. So this is what the first method is looking like so far, as you can see. Can you see that? Just go ahead and hem that up. I'll not be hemming it because this is a demonstration. I'm showing you on how to do so. The second one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating tiny little pleats, okay? Or you can go ahead now, stitch it with the longest stitch of your machine, then you pull that upward. Whichever way you prefer is up to you, but I'll be creating pleat to the both pieces, okay? I'll go ahead now to create those pleats and stitch all the way. Make sure you mark where you're going to stop stitching from there. So I have created the pleat of 8 to all the 2 pieces. This is what it's looking like so far. You can see the pleats are quite very tiny. It's like I actually gather it, but it's the pleat. So now we're going to go ahead now, join the pieces up together. All right, and we are going to stitch this up. This we will not be leaving any part open, but if you choose, you can leave it open, okay? So I'm going to go to the machine and stitch that up. Make sure when you're creating your pleat, you make sure that they are facing the same direction. Don't make it to be facing the opposite side. All right? So I'm just going to go ahead and run a straight stitch all the way straight down. Like I said, you can leave it open like we did for the front. All right. Once I am done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to join the back to it. I will go ahead, place right side to right side facing right side of it. I'm going to go ahead and join that up. I'm going to secure it with my pins first, then I'll take it to the machine. I'll be stitching that up. If you have watched this far, please don't forget to support me on YouTube, Anita Handmade Creation. Subscribing is free, please. And also make sure to follow me up on my Facebook page, Anita Handmade Creation, on TikTok, Anita Handmade Creation. You can see that I'm joining the side of the skirt. All right, I will also go ahead now to join the back while leaving the space for the zipper allowance. I will fold my waistband. I'm going to join it up like this. Then next thing I will do now is to go ahead. After stitching, I will adjust it up. Now you can go ahead and press it up to give your work a professional look. So we have the second and the first method. You're going to tell me which one you prefer. Do you prefer the first method or do you prefer the second method? Look at the first method, you can actually pull that up. The second one is just pleats. So I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If it was helpful to you, please follow me on my Facebook page, Anita Handmade Creation. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Anita Handmade Creation. Subscribing is free. And also follow me up on TikTok, Anita Handmade Creation. So I hope this tutorial was helpful and you, after watching it, you'll be able to make your own skirt. I hope you enjoy watching it. Hope to see you guys some other time. Thank you so much for watching this far. Bye bye.